Could Cambodia and Thailand be heading toward a clash? Recently, a major crisis broke out between the two nations over a long-standing territorial dispute. While gunfire was exchanged and nationalist fervor spiked, a full-scale war was narrowly avoided for now at least. Still, the fallout lingers. With Thailand's prime minister suspended and the issue far from resolved, this dispute will remain a significant source of friction between the two countries. So, what's driving this crisis? And why does this old territorial conflict still have such a profound impact? Hello, welcome to Checkmate, Geopolitics. I'm Steph, and here I dive deep into international relations, conflicts, and security issues. A core principle of modern international relations is that countries respect each other's borders. Yet, borders remain a hotspot for tensions. Sometimes, nations long for lands lost in past wars. In other cases, it's about territories claimed but never controlled. And then there are borders drawn by colonial powers. Often sketched with little regard for local populations or cultural significance, these lines breed deep resentment. While we often associate these issues with Africa, where colonialism created especially artificial boundaries, such disputes exist worldwide. A striking example in Asia is the rivalry between Cambodia and Thailand. The Kingdom of Thailand and the Kingdom of Cambodia lie in Southeast Asia, spanning about 513,000 square kilometers and home to nearly 70 million people. Thailand is far larger and more populous. Cambodia, by contrast, covers roughly 181,000 square kilometers with a population of 17 million, making it significantly smaller. Though both nations are predominantly Buddhist and share cultural and social ties, these similarities haven't always led to political harmony. This is especially true along their 500-mile border, which cuts through historical and religious sites claimed by both sides. The roots of the current dispute lie in the intertwined and complex histories of the two nations. Long ago, the Khmer Empire centered in Angkor, in what is now northern Cambodia, dominated the region. At its peak in the 12th century, it stretched across much of present-day Thailand. As the empire waned, Thailand, then known as Siam, rose as a new power, gradually absorbing Khmer territories. By the 19th century, Thailand had become a key kingdom. Crucially, it avoided European colonization, which engulfed the rest of Southeast Asia, including Cambodia. However, this left Thailand caught between two imperial powers, the British to the west and the French to the east. Pressured from both sides, Thailand relinquished several territories to preserve its independence. One of the most controversial was the 1907 Franco-Siamese Treaty, which transferred various areas to Cambodia, then part of French Indochina. Among these was the area around Preah Vihear, a stunning clifftop temple complex perched on the Dongrik mountain range. The bitterness over this territorial loss resurfaced decades later during World War II, seizing the moment. Thailand allied with Imperial Japan and took control of parts of western Cambodia. These gains, however, were short-lived. After the Allies' victory, France reclaimed Indochina, and Thailand returned the occupied territories. Even so, the border issue didn't fade away. This became clear when Cambodia gained independence from France in 1953, with colonial borders still unresolved. The Preah Vihear dispute escalated when Thailand occupied the temple and surrounding area. In response, Cambodia took the matter to the International Court of Justice. Years later, in 1962, the court ruled in Cambodia's favor for control of the temple, but left ambiguity about sovereignty over nearby areas. In the years that followed, tensions simmered, with many Thais viewing the ruling as a humiliating defeat. Amid regional geopolitics, including the Vietnam War, the border took on even greater significance. In the late 1960s, Cambodia plunged into a devastating civil war. In 1975, the communist Khmer Rouge seized power, launching a genocidal regime that killed nearly 2 million people. That era ended in 1978 when Communist Vietnam invaded Cambodia, toppling the Khmer Rouge and occupying the country. As a result, the Thailand-Cambodia border became a Cold War frontline, with the United States, China, and other Southeast Asian nations backing anti-Vietnamese resistance. including Khmer Rouge remnants operating from bases along the border. Though Vietnam withdrew in 1989 and the 1991 Paris Peace Accords ended Cambodia's conflict, with a UN administration overseeing the transition to a constitutional monarchy, the border remained a sensitive issue. Despite this fraught history, relations began to improve in the early 2000s. In 2000, Cambodia and Thailand signed an agreement to pursue a peaceful resolution through a border commission. Ties strengthened notably, with Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen forging a close bond with then-Thai Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, sharing similar populist styles. Their relationship deepened in 2006 when Thaksin was ousted in a military coup in exile. He spent time in Cambodia, maintaining a strong friendship with Hun Sen, and even serving as an economic advisor, much to the chagrin of Thailand's new government. Border tensions flared again in 2008, when, despite Thailand's objections, Cambodia secured UNESCO World Heritage status for the Preah Vihear temple. This sparked clashes that lasted until 2011, prompting the International Court of Justice to clarify its 1962 ruling. In 2013, the court affirmed Cambodia's sovereignty over the temple area, but the issue continued to strain bilateral ties. Still, relations between the two countries improved over the next decade. In February 2024, a visit by Cambodia's Prime Minister to Thailand led to a strategic partnership, with both sides pulling back forces from border positions. It was against this backdrop that the latest tensions emerged. I hope you're enjoying the content on Checkmate Geopolitics. Let's dive deeper into the analysis. The crisis erupted when Cambodian and Thai military patrols clashed along the disputed border. Reports indicate gunfire broke out, resulting in the death of a Cambodian soldier. Though military leaders tried to de-escalate with a direct meeting, the political blame game quickly spiraled as nationalism surged in both countries. Military presence along the border grew. Mutual sanctions were slapped on, and Thailand blocked all land crossings into Cambodia. The incident also triggered a political crisis in Thailand, where the young Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, daughter of Thaksin Shinawatra, was suspended. The trouble stemmed from a phone call she made to ease tensions. Reaching out to Hun Sen, now president of Cambodia's Senate, and a towering political figure, citing national interests. Hun Sen leaked a recording of the call. To the embarrassment of the 38-year-old Thai Prime Minister, she struck a tone many deemed overly deferential, calling Hun Sen uncle. She also referred to Thailand's military as her adversaries and pledged to address Cambodia's demands. The recording sparked outrage in Thailand, fueling widespread protests and the withdrawal of a key coalition partner from the government. Thailand's constitutional court then suspended the prime minister, pending an investigation into whether she undermined national sovereignty. Tensions between the two countries persist. While a full-scale war seems unlikely, given Thailand's overwhelming military strength, smaller border skirmishes are entirely possible. The danger of minor clashes is that they can quickly escalate. Even without intent to fight, wars can break out. Short of that, the issue will likely remain a destabilizing political problem, with no clear resolution in sight. Cambodia has again turned to the International Court of Justice, but Thailand rejects the court's authority, insisting on bilateral talks. Recent tensions may also hamper efforts to resolve other disputes, like a long-standing maritime boundary issue. Beyond domestic political fallout, the Cambodia-Thailand conflict highlights how colonial-era decisions still shape international relations. Borders drawn during the height of imperialism continue to spark conflicts, decades after colonial powers left. But a bigger issue looms. In a world where traditional international norms are fraying and more countries challenge historical borders, the crisis between Cambodia and Thailand serves as a stark reminder that territorial disputes can ignite violence with little warning, carrying severe domestic and global consequences. I hope you found this analysis on Checkmate Geopolitics insightful. See you in the next video.